Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. We want to talk about Hasta price prediction to $100. Is that possible? And of course, we've seen COAI, the coin, bouncing back already as we speak. Okay, before I go into that, I just want to talk something about what is happening right now in the market. Look at what is happening in the market today. We've seen that the market continues to dump, just like I predicted yesterday. Of course, Bitcoin should go further down that um, if it breaks that 107, 106, you know, if it breaks that support level, so it's going to go back down. So that's what we've seen, and that's what's playing out right now. But I want to say something about the general crypto market right now. Listen, gentlemen, I see the general crypto market as a kind of soccer football match, where the Bulls have been receiving a lot of, hit. They've been receiving like 3 or 4 nil down now, but they are getting ready to make that kind of substitutes. Like the fattest Bulls are ready to come on to make the difference. That is where we are right now. We're getting ready for the fattest bull to come on and make the 100x on some crypto, as we've always talked about, as we always seen. Um, yeah, you don't have to be losing your mind right now regarding any kind of crypto. All crypto right now, they are going down, or maybe they are just trying to manage to to again a support, but every crypto right now is going down. So I haven't talked about that. Look at what we see right now in the crypto market: fear and greed. We're entering into the extreme fear area. Some dudes are freaking out right now, selling their position. You shouldn't be one of them. Of course, this is not a financial advice. If you're watching my channel for the first time, like and subscribe. Follow me for more. Here at St.JamesCrypto, we try to analyze the market, tell you about some of the opportunities, and of course, especially those in the household of faith from the crypto Christian community. You know that we guide our crypto prediction is not just based on the chart or what is happening around us, the sentiment. No, it's also based in vision and of course the understanding that the Lord is giving us. So I haven't talked about that. Looking at what is happening in the market, a lot of fear in the market. A lot of people are scared like hell. Please don't be scared. Hold your position, not a financial advice. And also, we are seeing, of course, crypto RSI is sitting there at that 36 oversold. So, like I said, I'm expecting the market to flip green in no time. And when it does, everything's going to take off like you've never seen before. Okay. So, of course, we've seen Bitcoin dominance, yes, still taking control. So, but of course, um, some of the altcoin will start playing out their stuff soon as we get the bull back on. So, looking at Hasta, ladies and gentlemen, in my subsequent videos, I've talked about Hasta. Is one of the projects that I'm really enthusiastic about. Talking about the utility behind the project, and of course, the supply. I'm really very I'm interested about the project, and apart from that, it's also one of the prophetic coin. Like some of our prophetic voices have been given insight of this crypto. Of course, it's not a financial advice. Do your own research and understand where the market is going to. So if you look at Aster, Aster has been down for some. It has been down now for since 2 or 3 days back. I'm going to share my screen now so that you can see what I'm talking about. So if you look at Aster right now, yes. So we are on. Now, this is the weekly chart. Okay. If you look at Aster, Aster dropped all the way from $2. Now you can see that the all-time high for Hasta is sitting at $2.42. $2.42. That's the all-time high for Hasta. And of course, let's see let me go on the Let's see where Aster dropped all the way down. Okay. So that's somewhere here. Aster dropped all the way down from $2 here, $2.42. Yeah, that's what from September it had that. Of course, it maintained that also in the last week of September. We entered October. It has been red. It's fallen into $1.48. You can see that. Then it went down to $1.20. You know, as the market continued to be red for October. Of course, wow, October was red for Aster. Then towards the end of October, I start to, have a glimpse of survivor. Now we see what's happening. That's where we are right now. So 0.9 cent. Okay, so from that place where it used to be, $2.48 to where it is right now is 62% drop in its price. And if you check the supply for Asta, we have like 2 billion coin in supplies. It has a total supply of 8 billion token. So 8 billion, and of course, we're also looking at the market cap sitting at 1.8 billion currently as we speak. So if Hasta would start making that run with the utility and the project, the utility that this coin has, it has that capacity to flip on, to run higher when the market comes back to fruition, because we are seeing that this project, a lot of exchanges will be using the utility. That means the project token. And once it starts running, we're expecting to see that this project can bring in billions of dollars within weeks or months. So by the end of this bull run, I'm looking at Hasta can bring in that, that 100 billion that we're talking about. Okay, maybe 100 billion market cap can be something doable for Hasta. So if you talk about 100 billion market cap, then you're talking about somewhere around $50, price. So if you Asta drops to $50, I would say the market for Asta on its own, it has the capacity to bring in that amount of liquidity because of what they are building on its project, the ecosystem. And believe me, Asta has, pair up with some decentralized exchanges that they are building this token for, and they know that this project will be widely adopted, especially for those decentralized exchanges. So let's see what Asta going to bring to the game. But I see right now the market is still red for Asta, and the next points of support we are thinking for Asta will be if it continues down. The next support area will be 0.50 cents. So, of course, if it go down, the candle continue down. Let's see, if it continue down, down. Yeah, I'll take my next level of support here to be 0.50. You see, I'm expecting Aster to bounce off from there if this drop continues. But of course, Hasta will bounce off from there from what I've seen, because we have volume supply coming in. But of course, at the moment, you see that the volume supply is about 30% down. So let's see, is it just for today? Maybe when the entire market flips green, we're going to see the volume supply start coming in again for Asta. But of course, it's sitting at a market cap of 1.8 billion. Of course, if what it did before, look at, ladies and gentlemen, what it did before between September 17th and September 24th, within a week, ladies and gentlemen, this crypto was able to bring billion within a week, now to add to its market cap, to shoot its price to what we can see there at $2.42, like we saw. So bring that a week period, it was able to bring $1 billion. That's what I'm saying. So can you see that playing out in the entire, bull run? Do you see that Hasta has the capacity? It will continue to do that. That I believe Hasta, we can see Hasta bringing in maybe 5 to the minimum I can see here is 5 billion. Within 5 and 50 billion at least we can see for Hasta. But of course, $50 price for Hasta would not be bad. But of course, a lot of people, a lot of crypto analysts are also talking about Hasta hitting $100 because of the utility and the huge burn that the dev team are planning to do on the token. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if that is realistic, if the dev team are going to be realizing that kind of burn, but I believe for Hasta, the token supply is okay. I don't see any burn realizing too, but of course there are rumors that they were going to do some burn, and of course when the crypto market start even running, we're going to see all those utility, all those price points coming into play. But of course, I still believe that the project is still young, and they're going to allow the project to keep running on based on this the quantity of tokens is had in circulation, and of course what we're seeing for the project right now. So for me, that's my prediction. I think Asta is going to hit 50 or more dollar in this bull run before the bull run comes to an end. And I'm predicting will come to an end by by March next year. By March next year, 5 months from now, I see this bull run. For me, a lot of people have some of the prediction and they think it will go up to June. I'm not, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to argue about that. And also, I just want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I was sharing about COAI. Yeah, that is for the, what is it called? The chain opera. COAI, sorry, I beg your pardon. So COAI is bouncing back already as we speak. The crypto is bouncing back as we speak. So yesterday we saw that, slight dip, and we saw a lot of things happening in the project. But of course, today it has moved up a bit to $1.20, of course, and the market is not really stable, ladies and gentlemen, though some people still predict that it's going to dump, it's going to go down a bit. What I'm seeing for this project is quite phenomenal because a lot of people don't understand what this project holds. Now, of course, it has 1 billion in circulation of its entire token, but I still believe that this project can wreck in 100 billion before this bull market ends. That's what I'm predicting for this crypto, for chain opera or AI. And of course, looking at what it has, the supply, I believe they're going to see more of this, more of the utility, everything coming into play for this crypto. So right now we're seeing it sitting at 117. Of course, it dipped down a bit, but of course we see that green candle there, beautiful green candle forming for COAI. You're going to see this play out between now and tomorrow. If we break that $1.20, sorry, I beg your pardon, that $1.20 will continue to rise. We can rise all the way to $1.60 or $1.70 within that range. If it will go up to that level, that's the next area of support for COAI. And if it stays there and it's built support there, the next price will be 220 to go up to the next level of support. Of course, let's I'm kind of enthusiastic. I'm positive. You know, I'm looking up for this crypto to see that, of course, it pumps to that $2.20 at least before the end of tomorrow. It can be more, of course, but of course, my minimum prediction for seeing COAI bounce back is for it to go back to that level of $2.20. Then from there, we can go up to more, of course, price action for this crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are subscribed to my channel, to my premium membership on YouTube, I'm saying this, today or tomorrow I'll be releasing some prophecy crypto, some new crypto, of course, that I believe will also can also change your life. Of course, not a financial advice. Do your own research. I believe this crypto has the capacity to bring that 10 to 20x within a short period of time once the bull market flip on. So I'm going to be sharing that. If you're yet to subscribe to my premium membership, please do that. I'll see you all when I see you. Like, subscribe, follow me for more. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.